Guys, in this video, I'm going to give you a trick. I'm going to give you a hack, if you will. And this hack is what I used back in 2020 when I scaled from $8,000 to $10,000 per month, barely scraping by, $60,000 in debt, fighting every single night with my wife at home that there wasn't enough money, we couldn't go on vacation, to 8 months later, July of 2020, doing 6 figures per month, doing my first $100,000, ending the year at 7 figures and never looking back. And this is something that I did on accident, but it made all the difference in the world. You guys have all heard of this word called momentum, this term called momentum, and there's different books that talk about this, but it's something that is real. If you felt it, and if you're watching this channel, my gut tells me at some point in some area of your life, whether it was sports, whether it was whatever it was, the gym, whether it was business, you have felt momentum. And when you have momentum, you can feel it. It's hard to describe, but it's like everything is clicking, everything is firing. Everyone you talk to wants to do business with you. Everything seems to be going your way, and you just have that energy. You're waking up, even if you're on a couple hours of sleep, and you're feeling excited, you're feeling ready to go. And you have this thing called momentum, and I can't remember the book, but they call it Big Mo. I think it might have been The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was Darren Hardy's book, which I can't remember the name of, but it's basically the same book written by a different author. And there's this thing called momentum, and when you have it, you have it. And guys, it is the hardest thing to get, but it is the easiest thing to lose, and it is the easiest way to grow. And when you have it, it makes growing, it makes making money, it makes getting things done so much more enjoyable and so much easier. And so what I realized is throughout my career, I would go on this roller coaster of momentum, right? Like I would be, everything would be clicking, and I'd have that momentum, and things would be, going, and then something would happen, right? Maybe there would be a holiday. Maybe it was Christmas time, and I'm like, you know what? I've been working really hard. My wife wants me to be home with the kids, and I take a couple days off, and all of a sudden, I don't have that same energy. I've kind of lost it. Or maybe I traveled to Africa, or maybe I just lost a couple of deals, or I slept in a couple of times, and all of a sudden, this momentum that was just helping you like crazy is gone. It's vanished out of thin air, and you're like, I can't feel it anymore, and I feel flat, and I feel dead. And so what I've realized is, for me, the quickest way to get momentum, and by the way, getting momentum is the quickest way to grow, but the quickest way to get momentum is by getting deals, by bringing money in. If I get a win and you give me your credit card, or somebody gives me their credit card, I'm in, I'm ready, I got that juice, I got that flow, I'm ready to go do the next thing. If I make money first thing, I can tackle any problem. And that's what I've discovered about myself. And then I can go get another deal. There's this common saying in sales, they say, or it's kind of like a rhetorical question. They say, when is the best time to get a deal? When is the best time to get a sale? And the answer is after the first one, because you have the momentum. You've lost the sales breath. You're ready. And so what I realize is, I'm like, dude, when I have these consistent sales coming in, I have momentum. When I don't, I do not. So how do I continually keep the momentum? How do I continually keep the sales? Sorry, I just barely saw somebody that I knew. How do I keep this up? And what I discovered is that sometimes on weekends, I would lose the momentum. I would be a little bit flat, and on Monday, it's like I was restarting. And so here's what I did, guys, is I started scheduling my week. And what I would do is on Saturday mornings, every single Saturday morning before kids woke up, before I did anything, even before I went to the gym, okay, because I started to prioritize making money over the gym, is I would schedule a sales call for Saturday morning, okay? A Zoom call where I was asking for money, not a freaking discovery call, not a this, that, or the rest, an actual sales call. Hang tight, let me open my garage here because I'm just pulling up to the old casa, okay? I would schedule a sales call before anything on Saturday morning when everyone else is sleeping. I was up 6:30. And by the way, every Saturday morning I would hate myself. I'm like, Nick, what are you doing? Just freaking sleep in, you idiot. And I would get on the phone, and I would, at this point, most of the time close the deal because I had that momentum and I had that experience and I knew what I was doing. But even when I didn't close the deal, guys, I had that momentum that I had prioritized. I had done the hard thing. I had done the one thing that was going to grow my business, which is asking for money again and again and again. And this one thing, guys, I would get the deal or I wouldn't, but either way, it would like allow me to have momentum all through Saturday. Sunday is my day off, always has been. That's God's day, right? I'd wake up, I'd plan, and then boom, Monday I was right back into it. And if I got that deal, it was like I didn't even have a weekend. And the best part is, it was just that Saturday morning, 6 or 7 a.m. By 8 a.m., I could kind of mentally check out a little bit refreshed, but I had that on my conscience, like I made money. I moved the needle today, even though it's a Saturday, and that allowed me to keep the momentum. And I started to do this April, May, June. of 2020, I started to see my sales stack. I started to see my revenue grow. And that was a huge little hack, a huge little trick, a huge little tip that I used that helped me keep momentum throughout that entire year, helped me get to 7 figures that year. The next year I did $1.45 million, and then it's just exploded and continued to grow since then. So guys, I'm encouraging you. For me, everything changed when I started asking people for money every single day. I started asking for a deal. I started doing more sales, asking for more, or making more offers, asking for more deals every single day. And I realized if I would wake up Saturday morning and get that deal, or at least ask for money, it kept the momentum alive. And I was able to have these longer runs where I was making money, I was growing, and things were just popping. It doesn't mean it's going to be your style. Maybe you're just one of those people that wants to check out on Friday night. That's completely cool. But if you are willing to try it, I promise you, you're going to see that it helps. That's it. I'm out.